Just sorting my position out, sorry. I'll be with you. There we go. Okay, hi, I'm Sue Boo, bringing crafting to you, and today I'm going to make this lovely Santa train treat teddy. So you've seen these that I made, tags that I made, so I've put a tag on it, and I'll show you how I made it. So first of all, you will need to cut out one of your trains. So I've done this already. I've stamped it with the Santa Express. So this is the stamp set, Santa Express, and I've stamped out the train. But I need the train to go the opposite way, so I'm going to show you how I've doing that. So you'll need a stamp positioner, or this is Stampin' Up's Stamparatus. You'll need something of this kind of description, anything that will stamp on. Oh, can't get my words out today, getting a bit frustrated. You'll need a stamping apparatus, anything that I've got a Tim Holtz one as well that will stamp, anything like that. You'll need silicone mat, and what we're going to do is really ink up our train with the Memento black ink, and make sure you've got your train in position. So I'm going to press down, do it once so I can see so much of the train, but I'm gonna do this a few times to get as much ink as I can transferring onto my train. It's not quite there yet. Let's see if I can stamp up a bit more in that top corner bit. That's getting better, so I'm just going to do it, maybe, let's see if one more time will do, or whether I want more. So just make sure you've got plenty of ink transferred. My Santa, going to get onto your silicone mat. The more ink you've got transferred onto that, the better. My ink pad is not due, say it could be that it needs renewing. That's not so bad. So what I'm going to do is very carefully put my piece of basic white in the corner. Without re-inking, I'm going to put my stamp on the top and just press down, make sure that's all adhered. Now you have to do it on this side, because this is the side you'll need to cut out, and then we take that on the other, then there's my Santa in the reverse on the other. So let me just move that out of the way now, because we're finished with that, and I'm just going to roughly cut this out. So just roughly cut it out, and then I can die cut that out. So let me bring in, I've not got my mini out today, I've just got a cheap one that I bought from a supermarket quite some time back, and it fits on here, so I'm just going to do that. So I'm just going to make sure that we get that, sorry, out of your shot, make sure I get that incorrectly, and then we're going to colour it in. So you'll need two trains, so one facing the way you stamp it, and then the other one facing the other way. You'll put it in your die cutting machine, but you will then use the other side. So this is the side I'm going to use now. Now, I never ever get a brilliant, and I don't know whether it's because of my oh, I left my ink pad lid off, ink, I'm not sure. But what I've got is I've got my Stampin' Right marker, and some of the lines have gone a bit fuzzy on the opposite side. So I decided that I'd colour them in black anyway, so that will bring it up. So this is Stampin' Right marker black, and this is a brilliant one to have because any lines that it's not really come how you want it to come, you can just trace over the lines and then it's better black. So I'm gonna go for just highlighting the black lines. There we go. So, and of course you can do this if you have got any other colour Stampin' Right markers and you use them to stamp with. You can put those on as well, so any colours you've got. I'm not going to carry on doing a lot, that will be fine. I might just do that one actually, so because this is not this is going to be the back side, so you're going to use your other side. So that's my other one there. So what I've done, I'll just have that one there, is with the Stampin' Right marker, I'll just go back onto this. I'm just going to colour in these upward triangles. So I'm using my Stampin' Right marker black to just bring these up. So I'm using the thick end but very lightly going down on these. So I'm going to do each one. So it'll take me a few minutes to colour these in, but I hope you'll bear with me today. So that's it, and that one. I had forgotten that I wanted to get on and film. I've been very busy with making the advent calendars, as you've seen in previous videos. I've made more. I'm just checking on the black that I've used. Oh, Santa's mittens. I've made a lot of the advent calendars, so I have been quiet because I wanted to get those done, and also the treat boxes that I filmed, I wanted to make more of those as well. So that's what I've been busy doing. So I wanted to get those out of the way. So I have actually been very busy crafting, but because I'd already filmed those things, then that's why I've been quiet in my filming, because I needed to get those things done. There we go. Let me see, just the triangles again. So I've done I've made in total I don't know, let's see, there is 8 adults that I've made the advent calendars for, and I've made 4 in the actual made 3 trees. Oh yeah, so I've only done 3 trees on time, that's right. So they are quite time consuming. I wanted to get them all done so that they're all ready. So I like to get the advent calendars, if I'm making any, out of the way first before I start doing my stocking fillers. So these are Great little stocking fillers, or would be suitable for craft fairs as well. With these gloves. So I don't usually sit down craft. I usually stand up, but with my colouring in and needing a steady hand, then I've had to sit down today. So that's my Stampin' Right marker. I've then used the light Bermuda Bay. So I know now some of you may still have got this in, because they've taken away Bermuda Bay now. So I would suggest, if you hadn't got Bermuda Bay and you wanted to do this, I'm going to suggest that if you wanted to stick with these colours, you don't have to stick with these colours, of course, you can do any colours, but if you wanted to do similar colours, I would suggest using Lost Lagoon. That would be very similar. So that, of course, has been a returning favourite that's come back in. So I never had Lost Lagoon the first time, but also discovered that it works well with the soft succulent as well. So I'd done a advent calendar in soft succulent and Lost Lagoon. So because the paper that I was using was had soft succulent in it, and I looked at it in the daylight with Lost Lagoon and thought, oh, actually it's it works. So I've done that. So these are some of the things that you might have bought last year. There might be, if you really wanted this, there might be some demonstrator that would sell you this set if you hadn't got it. So now I'm using the dark Bermuda Bay to go on the top, and of course you'll have the light and dark in Lost Lagoon to be able to do exactly the same thing. So these are alcohol marker pens, these are. But again, you can use the Stampin' Right markers as well, so you can use either really. And failing that, if you've got a Wink of Stella, you can use your Wink of Stella pen to put some ink onto your pad and colour with that as well, if you haven't got that. See, I've got the Bermuda Bay inks, so I could actually do that way when this runs out. So there are alternatives you can do. So now I'm colouring this with the slimmer tip as well. I used to like just using the like paintbrushy end really, but I've started using the smaller end recently. Okay, and we'll now go on to this. So don't know what you've been up to lately. I really hope the storms have not caused you to suffer property loss like it's done such a lot of people. I am in the town of Chesterfield, and if you watch the news at all, you'll see that our town has been on the national news. We have known people personally that's lost their homes due to the floods. It's just horrendous that it happened last in 2007 for us, and people were assured, some people were assured, the properties that they bought, that they would never flood again. And now, of course, they're being realistic and saying, well, we can't promise that, because you can't. If you live near a river or on a floodplain, you are at risk of being flooded, unfortunately. That's one of the things my husband would never do, is live by a river. I mean, I've seen some gorgeous properties by a river and think, oh, people are so lucky living here. Which it looks idyllic in the summer and the spring, etc. And it does look fantastic until you get mighty floods like we've had, and your property's destroyed. It's heart-rendering. Even one lady, I think, died. An older lady died in the flooding. We actually taken up bike riding, taken up, got electric bike, and really enjoying going out. And one of the places we ride past, they've all been flooded, and let's just see, that makes a difference. They've let's do Santa's face next. So I'm using the light petal pink for Santa's face. I'll say the place that we cycled past, they've all been flooded. I didn't realise at first, because obviously when we'd gone on our cycling, the flood water had gone down, but then discovered on the news that those very places, that's where the lady had died. So that was really, really sad. Horrible. Right, now I'm using I have got Balmy Blue, but I decided to use the Light Pool Party, and I'm just going to go round these glasses. I'm not filling all these glasses in, just sort of giving it that shadow in there, and then I'm going to colour in down here and back of his hat. I'm just going to go across the top a bit and down, so, and down in there, and not really do any more, just do that really, and do the same on this one. So whatever I'm doing to one, I'm doing to the other. So bringing that across and then down, backs, covering all that in there. Okay, I think that's that. And then I decided, sorry, that's really messing up. Decided to go with the light smoky slate, and decided to, this is representing silver, so I'm going to colour in the funnel of the train. So giving it a lighter silver metallic look for the actual funnel, and the front of this bit here. So you could have coloured it in yellow, or so do anything else with that. No, do that. So I'm bringing in to do the funnel here. There we go. So there is more, don't know whether there's flood warnings, but definitely they keep threatening more storms and things. So I think I forgot what name they have actually said, but they said something on the news about November is going to be known as this something, meaning that it was going to be very stormy during November. Right, now the dark smoky slate, I'm going to colour in my wheels. And just do those. So they're gonna, but I'm going to put something on top of these wheels in a minute. And I've just realised now the front defender, whatever it's called, I forgot to colour, so I'm just going to have to bring my light back in to just colour that little bit down there, and do that on this one as well. Okay, and take that back out and then colour this in here. So it's quite nice colouring, therapeutic. I'm led to believe it's nice watching it. People often find it therapeutic when somebody's colouring on the screen for you to watch. I like using alcohol markers. They colour very nicely. Very forgiving. As they spread. Okay, so now let's go. Now I've gone Poppy Parade because I don't have real red. You could use real red if you've got real red and not Poppy Parade. This is dark Poppy Parade that I'm using for Santa himself. So, but you could use real red, but as I say, I don't own real red, so Poppy Parade will do fine. And then I'll show you what I'm going to do with the other things as well. So just remember to always make sure that your lids are on your alcohol markers when you finish, because it's alcohol, it does actually evaporate, so be very careful that you make sure you've clicked your lids on. In fact, I always go around after I've done it, even though I know I've clicked the lids on, I go around after I've finished colouring and just make sure that they are thoroughly clicked on, and always store them laying flat. So I think they're still doing it. Stampin' Up did all storage. I've bought the storage to make sure that they are all stored flat properly to keep the alcohol from evaporating, because if you have them standing up they will evaporate quicker, because no matter how much you do click the lids on, you're still going to get some evaporation going on. So it's better if you store them correctly, which is sidewards, laying flat. Okay, so is that, I think that's everything now, yeah, on both of them. Right, now what I've done now, I have a glow white. So the glow white, don't know, hope that just let me, hope that's filming all right. It is Wink of Stella, but it is white. Oh, I've missed his hat. Just let me do his hat. So I bet you're all shouting at me, your hat, your hat. Only I can't see any comments because I'm below, because and sat down today. Right, so because mine is white, I've got regular wing of Stella that I've bought from Stampin' Up. In fact, I've bought several of the actual winks of Stella. So that is clear, but this is white. So it will give that added whiteness to his beard. Did I just, so I'll just see, yeah, I've got that. Now I'm going to bring this one in to put, so that's his hat that I'm doing it to, and then his beard. Oh, pom-pom, I did do his pom-pom, didn't I? Yeah. I have to be careful not to go over his mouth, because that will make it go really grey, because it will lift it with the colour. I think I've done that. Yeah, I'll just, yeah, there we go. And then with proper wink of Stella, I wanted to go over the funnels, because I thought that give it that metallic shine. So I'm going to put that over there, and of course is the front of the train there, and then we'll do that same on the other one. So the funnel, there we go. I love the winks of Stella. There is other colours you can get. I could have bought a green wink of Stella, and I think there was a red one. It was in this craft shop that when I was down south. I don't know whether she sold them individually. Well, I bought the white glow one individually, right? Because when I'd done a oh, in fact, can you see? Oh no, it's not picking it up. I've gone over a little bit there, and you can see it's lifted it up to grey and not black. So I'm just going to get my, not that side of my pen, but I'm just going to get my pen and go back over that to bring it back to the black rather than it being grey. Okay, so we've finished those two for now. Oh no, we haven't, sorry, beg your pardon. Now in the let's see what the name is. I think it's called Sweetest Times. I'll just show you. Yeah, it is Sweetest Times. In the Sweetest Times, you've got the candy cane and the peppermint, and there is a little die like this one here, and I thought that really looks like wheels, so I cut those out in the silver card, and I'm going to stick those on my wheels. So stick mainly on there and just put that over, and there we go. Let's just put that over on the back there, and it just adds that little bit of something to it, I felt. So you don't have to do this. You might have other peppermint dies that'll be bigger, that might go in here, but as I say, you haven't got to do this, but I just felt it, you have this sort of thing on trains, these sort of wheels, so I thought I'm going to use those on there, and just make sure that they don't go over the edge. You want to be able to stand your train up like that, so just be, that one won't bother it, but just make sure that that one's okay. Right, so we've done that now, and then I can put my trains on one side for the moment. Right, now the box part to actually stand my teddy up in, we've got one piece that measures 3 1/4 by 2 3/4, and you're going to score that, which I've already done on this, but I'm going to talk you through the next one. Score this at 5/8 on every single side, okay? And then I just actually didn't even bother with my bone fold on this because I've not got it out. Yeah, it's up there. So I just hand folded this one. And then we're just going to cut this out. So I'm going to just cut beside the score line, and then I'm just going to wedge it on either side. So I'll do this first, and then I'm going to talk you through the next piece, and we're actually cutting that out together. So put that one and then notch it on either side. So you're going to do this on all 4 sides. Right there, wedge it, and there, and this one. Okay, there we go. So now we're just going to glue this together. So you could use your I won't say fast fuse, I'm hoping I'm right with that. You could use that. You want the strong one. So whatever's going to be strong to hold it, Tombow glue would be good. Use this. I wouldn't recommend tear and tape for this, because it's going to push against it slightly. You want something that's going to be strong. That's why I was saying fast fuse, Tombow, or red liner tape, but I would use glue as well as red liner tape, but in this case I'm just using glue. So it just takes a minute or two to actually pick up and glue in place. Getting there now. Doesn't take long to stick this glue. There we go. So I just put that to one side for the moment, and then I'm going to show you cutting this one, because you want this to sit inside it, but you want it to be a tight fit. So we want something that is 2 3/4 wide. So what I'm doing is I'm putting it at 2 3/4. So I'm going to show you as close as I can. So it's 2 3/4. So put it at 2 3/4. But then I'm going to pull it back, and I'm hoping you can see it's just a fraction. Can you see that? It's just barely anything, but I've pulled it back. So I'm going to sit that down, pulled it back there, that fraction, and I'm going to cut it. Then I'm going to put this in at 3 1/4. So I'm going to do the same. So I'm going to put it in at 3 1/4. Then I'm just going to take it that little tiny bit, can you see, away. So it's not a 16th I'm pulling it away. I'm only pulling it that fraction away. And we're going to slice that. Okay. Then we're going to, so that was to, just checking, yeah, that's good. Now we're going to put it on 5/8 of an inch, so that is 1/8 over half an inch, and we're going to just score on all 4 sides. So I'm going to get it exactly the same, 5/8, 5/8, and 5/8. Okay, that's it. Right, okay, let me move my trimmer out of the way now. And then I'm just going to cut up to the score line. So I'm cutting up the score line to that score line, and then turn it round, and I'm going to do the same, cut up the score line to the score line and remove that corner, and I'm going to do that on all four sides. So I'm cutting up the score line to the next score line, then cutting up the score line to the score line. So we're going to remove all four of these. There we go. There we go, nearly there. There we go. Nearly there. Okay. Okay. And then again, I don't want this over creased. But oh, before I do that, I'll not do that a minute. I'll bring in. Now I've got, and it could be in clearance, I've got the 1 1/8 punch, and it could be in clearance. And I'm going to stick this in. So I'm making sure that this is the long narrow side. This is the wide bit going across there. I'm going to stick this in, and I want to make sure that this here and this here are going to be even. So I'm going to do that as I'm eyeballing it as much as I can, and then punch that out. And I tucked it all the way down. Now that will put it so it's slightly away, so you can see there's a bigger bit there, but that's perfectly fine. It makes the teddy sit well. Now I'm just going to crease down on all four of these sides, and then I'm going to bring in my Lindt teddy. So I'll bring out my Lindt teddy, and I'm going to push my Lindt teddy up. So I'm putting my Lindt teddy in. I'm giving the narrow side the back and the wider part at the front. And so my teddy sits in there nicely. So if you haven't got a serrated 1 1/8, you want something that's around 1 1/8. That's what you want. So bring my box back in, and then we're just going to put this in. So this should fit in. So just bend it in. I don't know why it's not fitting in as well. What have I done? But it is a tight fit, and that's the idea. We want it to be a tight fit. That's it. That's not going to drop out. That's not going to go anywhere. The teddy's not going to go anywhere. It will, of course, pull out for the recipient to pull it out, but that's sitting there perfectly. Right, now we're going to bring in, and I've already cut some of the train pieces just in plain black, and we're just going to mount this. This just gives it that added strength. So I'm going to give this added strength. Okay, and I'll put that onto there. So that is going to be my back piece. That can go there. Just make sure it's all not overlapping anywhere. So that will be that piece. And then my front piece, where have you gone? Should be here. Oh, it's there. Can't see for looking. And this is going to go on the top as well. Just make sure get it glue all over, and that is going to go on as well. There we go. And I can see the nice shiny bits, the beard and the hat and the funnel bit at the top. Right, now bring your box in, and we're going to now stick glue down the side. So remember the front, we're going to put plenty of glue going down the side, and then just position that so it's about where that line is, really, so that we've got that there. And then I'm going to put plenty of glue on here. If you've got time, I would let that glue dry a little bit before putting this on. Then as you glue this one, tip your train up so that you know that the train is going to be glued, so that the back wheels and the front wheels are going to be same on either side, so that this is level. Okay, so that by putting it up like that, you're making sure that it's not going to be wobbly or anything, it's going to stay like that. Now I haven't got time to wait, so we're going to go on. I'll just hold this. Now I've cut out the wreath, so we're just going to put the wreath well, actually it doesn't want it, just wants it in the middle sections. I've put it on both. Let me just turn it towards me, and we want it so it hangs down a little bit, but we don't want it touching the bottom. Just let me have a look at my other one that can go. Just let me see. So that can go a little lower there, like that. Sorry, I'm pulling it out of screenshot. So there, and then it's got this beautiful bow in. So the bow, gonna stick, let's get that off, stick the bit at the top, and then I'm going to stick that so that it sticks. I've got it stuck to me. Come on off. That's it. Oh, got some glue there. So position your bow so and it kind of goes in like that, and then hopefully they're stuck now. And I've also I love the designer treat with the numbers in, but you can use any numbers you've got, just the 2 and the 5 for your 25th. So I'm going to stick those going on the bottom here, so they can go there. Oops. There we go. Now of course that would then be better for you to let that dry before putting it in your package. I stuck a gem as well. Let's get rid of some, see if I can get rid of some of that glue. Stuck a bit too much glue on there. In the grand scheme of things, it dries clear. Right, let me put my lid on a minute. My glue. So these treat bags are probably still available, or there are, if they are not these exact ones, there are treat ones. If you look where the kits are, and you see the Santa tags in there, then you'll see the bags in there. So all you need is a bag, and they are 3x9s cellophane gutted bags. So I got these, don't know what, I have put that, oh I forgot to plug it in, just let me, I think I'm starting to die, there we go. Hope that didn't go dark on you. So we're then going to put the train. As I say, I would let this thoroughly dry before you put it in, but I'm just going to show you how I packaged it up. So drop it to the bottom. Now it's spun. Be as gentle as I can because I'm not sure mine's glued properly. Then brought one of my tags that I've made, pull it out. So that was one of the tags you'll have seen that made, and then I just got some gold, any of the gold ribbon will do, or whatever ribbon colours you've got that will match, and we're just going to thread that through. I like to thread that through, and that can be on the back or on the front, anywhere you want it to go. Move that up at the front. Pull this tight. This ribbon's quite good because it just stays in place. Go, just bring that down the bottom, and then we've got your tag on to put. So that is your Santa. So it's got it shown both ways and your tag on it. So I thought they were lovely little treat ones. Hope you enjoyed that. Hope you liked that. Thank you very much for watching. Do appreciate that that you've stopped by. Take care. God bless. Bye for now.